Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Happy New Year to everyone from the Rio Traders. So it's me Sulaiman Khan. I'm going to express my ideas, whatever I am predicting regarding the gold market. I will try to share with you in a briefly in this video. So everybody must watch this video very carefully. This would be the I will try to put more and more analysis in this video of whatever I'm thinking regarding the gold market. So first of all, you guys can see here that I have opened the weekly time frame chart of the gold. And while opening the weekly time frame chart of the gold, I have seen one thing that from 2011, since from 2011, market was creating a very big cup and handle pattern formation, and right now still in on approximately at March 21 this pattern was completely formed. Now why I'm saying that this pattern was completely formed, I will try to put financial retracement levels, and on the behalf of that thing that will give you the surety that market has given us the proper retracements. Now what is cup and handle pattern? First thing is that basically guys, cup and handle pattern is the bullish pattern that leads the market towards the bullish or buying side or green side. So first of all, let's see how cup and handle pattern looks like. If you will open there, basically there are two types of patterns in cup and handle pattern and inverse cup and handle pattern. Cup and handle pattern leads the gold towards the bullish side, and inverse cup and handle pattern leads the gold or leads any market towards the bearish side. So you guys can see here I have yeah, there's a lot of examples on Google cup and handle pattern. Right now this you guys can see here that market has created the cup and handle pattern, then after the market has given the retracement, then after market starts bulling. So there are a lot of examples like that you guys can see here on the behalf of cup and handle pattern, that market will try to give you the proper curve and it creates the handle, then after that market leads towards the bullish side. So you guys can see here the inverse cup and handle pattern also. So there's also the good example for the inverse cup and handle pattern. So right now let's talk about rather gold without wasting the time. So you guys can see here that market has formed from here the very beautiful cup and handle pattern. It has created like that thing, then after market has given us the retracement. Actually retracement was completed approximately in the month of July 2021, then after market leads towards the upside, but unfortunately again market comes downside just due to the recession, just due to the FOMC Fed interest rates, because they were hiking the interest rates. So due to that thing market just fell downside, and due to just economic crisis and due to the COVID, and also there are some more things regarding the inflations and recession. There are a lot of collaboration, and even the Russia Ukraine war and all these things were happening in this was a very hard year, 2022, for on the behalf of economics as well. So market just comes downside, and again market has tried to manipulate upside. So this is right now basically, if you will see here that I was telling you that market has created the curve pattern very clearly, then after the market has given us the proper retracement, then after that market should have to move like that in their way. So basically now how I am seeing that market has completed its retracement. So as you know that if you will draw the Fibonacci retracement level from the high point to the low point, you will see here that this was a high point for the on approximately 3 August 2021 or 2021 approximately, yeah. So you guys can see here that market has given us the 38.2 retracement level on 8th of March 2021. So this was the area where market has given us the scenario that market should have to be moved upside, and same way market just moves upside. So right now market has not even though touched our 50% level, even though this was a great opportunity for a buying, but market just comes here and zigzag and just manipulates the traders, and just again starts rising from the upside. So basically I am expecting on the behalf of cup and handle pattern that for 2024 and up till 2024 we can see approximately nearly more higher, like the 2100 level is much important. So right now we have the 2.3% retracement level. So if this level would be breaked, I can see that market will lead to this level firstly, then after that we can see the much higher direction. So this is the first scenario on the behalf of cup and handle pattern. This is what I am looking for on the behalf of cup and handle pattern. So guys, basically my all these all videos are basically on the behalf of in for the information and the knowledge purposes. So you just have to do your own analysis, and you can just share to me on our telegram channels and all our Instagram or Facebook pages, so we can discuss a lot of stuffs also. So this is the first thing which I was thinking on the behalf of gold that can leads gold towards the upside. Now if you will talk about the daily time frame chart, I will give you one more a very beautiful hint. There we can see one more important thing, that is the triple bottom pattern. So triple bottom pattern is very important bullish pattern. So you guys can see here that market has given us the triple bottom pattern. Whenever markets creates the triple bottom pattern, it is indicates that market is going to move much higher. So same like the triple top leads the market towards the downer side, like you have heard about double top, double bottom. So it's also like a triple bottom is also, and triple top is also the very important thing on the market. Whenever market creates the triple bottom pattern, it indicates that market is going to be hawkish in the near scenarios. So you guys can see here that right now, actually guys, on the daily time frame chart, whenever you will see the daily time frame chart, you will see few areas. Basically this is the very important and very confusing areas, basically from 1880 approximately this area up till this is the very important and confusing area for the gold. And now you guys can see that why I am saying that this is the confusing area for the gold market. Basically guys, this is for the upcoming resistance, that is approximately nearly 1856. So 1856 is the important level where we can see the retracements, where we can see that market can falls downside. Now if you will open more closely, if you will watch the market more closely, you will see here the gaps in the market. So you guys can see here whenever if you will open the smaller time frame charts, you will see the market whenever market was in that region approximately from 1800 1820 to 1860 or 1870 area. This was the most confusing area. I can see what I'm seeing, that market will falls downside from this area for the great retracement up till downside, that retracement will lead to the market approximately near to this area, that would be 1730 or 1720 range. That was a very great and buying opportunity for the gold for us. So right now this is a very confusing area for gold. So when market will comes to this type of area, don't because I can see that market will be too much bullish in this area and too much volatile in this scenario. Why I'm saying this thing, because if you will see here that market has opened a lots of gaps here in this scenario, in this type of market. You guys can see here that the gap between the candles, you guys can see on Friday 20th May 2022, and on this these were a lot of gaps. Market was giving us a lot of gaps here. You guys can see also market has given us the gap. Actually market has filled those gaps, but these gaps are impacts the market very much. You guys can see that 1818 till 1815, this is the important area. Right now we have covered that area. Right now market is 1823, but these are the important areas. And whenever market comes to such type of areas, market becomes too much volatile, market becomes too much volatile. So right now whenever I'm thinking what I'm thinking on the behalf of analysis of the gold, I will share with you some supportive and resistance areas along you. So the first resistance area for the gold, and that would be the in the range form, that would not be the just a point. I will share with you on the behalf of range. So next range for the gold market is where we can look for the sell trades, that would be approximately 1845, or like this type of area, where I can see that market can lead towards again downer side. So you guys can also mark this area approximately 1850. this might be the area. Basically the area is approximately this way, like 1850 till 1880. That this is a $300 range, $300 pips, 300 pips, but it's the very important range for the gold market. If market will comes to this area, you have to be waited, you have to wait for the proper breakout and properly market. If like that, if you guys can see a market is right now this year 1826. If market will comes to this way, you guys can see a lot of rejection this way. If you want to lead, if you want to look for the gold on the upper side for the bullish scenario, I will suggest you should have to wait for a breakout and the retest and all these things, then market will goes upside. And on the other way, I will suggest you, whenever market will comes to such type of area like 1840 1850 range, I will suggest you to open the small selling small sells. That will help you to generate good and great profits. So right now, what are the this is what I'm looking for the on the behalf of the selling first selling area. So I will tell you few more selling areas for 2023, so that will help also. And you guys can see that 1900 is also psychological level. So on the other high, on the other side, we have the resistance area, that is approximately 1950. This is the important area for the gold. There we can see some more rejections. We can see the retracement, market can fall downside from this area. If market will be able to break this area, the next possible area would be for the gold market. I can see that is 1950. Basically 1900 is psychological level, so it's the important level, but it's not that much technically important. And then again, we can see the new hires, or that is 2000 level, 2021 2100 levels. So on the downer side, I will suggest you, we have a lot of areas. We have three areas that we can leads gold, that we can take the support of the gold market. That's the first important area, is that's the 1730 area and 1720, and the 1720 area. This is the possible range where we should have to look for the gold long buys. So I will also mark that area for you, where we will get the good and great opportunities to buy the gold market. So this is the important area for the gold market. So we have to take some buying trade, take some buying trades from here. This is the important area. So I will try to mark that area as a green. So whenever market will tries to comes to this area, I will try to again look up the buying trades. So if market will be unable to take the bullish scenario from here, I will try to take the trades from this area. 1630 is the next possible area. So if market will not be able to be stable at this scenario on the behalf of recession, because in 2023 there is a possibility of the recession, and I will also discuss that what's the recession, what's the inflation, and all these things. So you guys can see here, if market will becomes to this area, I can see the rejection, and maybe this rejection will leads to gold to this way. Then again, there might this such type of possibilities. If gold will break this area also, I can see this area. This is our next support. This would be our next major support, that is 1620 area. So these are some important areas where we can generate very good and long-term trades, and we can open the long-term trades. So if you want to open, I have just shared with you just few areas. These first area, second area, and these are three areas. There we can generate some good and great profits. Now if you will check it out on the behalf of the gold outlook, that what I am seeing on the behalf of gold, and where are the what I was thinking. So basically guys, first of all, I will give you some important tips and some important tricks regarding on the behalf of fundamentally, that what does gold, how it works basically, and from where we can get the good news is, and what is happening with the gold in 2023, and why which things are important to check it out. On the behalf, if you are trading gold, you must have a knowledge regarding the interest rates, you must have the knowledge regarding the feds, you must have the knowledge regarding the monetary policy statements, you must have a knowledge regarding the GDPs. So the first important thing is that why interest rates is important for the gold. You have heard this news from the many people, from many traders, that interest rates are rising, interest rates are falling. So Fed is thinking to increase the interest rates, Fed is thinking to decrease the interest rates. So I will try to summarize the concept of the interest rates. So you just have to hear me very carefully, that what I am saying to you. Basically guys, gold. Gold is the non-yielding asset. So you can also it is also non-yielding asset, and also it is called non-performing asset, NPA. It is also assumed as non-performing asset. Why it is called a non-yielding asset or non-performing asset? Because basically they don't pay a dividend or income to invest. So basically when interest rates are higher, this means the opportunity cost of holding gold and silver is higher. So that's why it is called a non-yielding or non-profit non-performing asset. So basically guys, when interest rate rises, it's having negative impact on the gold. And why it having the negative impact on the gold? Like that, when there will be a lot of inflation. Now I will summarize the concept in a different way. Now let's suppose inflation is rising too much. Inflation is rising too much. When inflation will rise too much, what will Feds do? Fed will try to increase the interest rates, because just to lower the inflation, just to summarize the inflation, Feds will try to increase the interest rates. When interest rates will increase, when interest rates will be hawkish or increase, then people will, instead of people investing in the gold markets or all these market like non-yielding assets market, people will try to put their money in the in the different like in the stocks and all these stuffs. So on the years, and people will try to buy the bonds and all these stuffs. So that's why basically the gold is non-yielding asset. And the same way, when like there was be like that, when there would be the when interest rates will be decreased, when interest rate will be decreased, like on the last data of the Feds, they have decreased the interest rates. They were assuming that in 2023 they will also decrease the interest rates. So that would have the positive impact on the gold, that will lead gold towards the upside. Why? Because when there would be the negative, when the interest rates would be decreased, it would have the positive impact on the gold. And the one important thing is that regarding the Feds, basically the Federal Reserve has lowered its real GDP for projection for 2023 to 0.5% from 1.2%. So that means that Federal Reserve expects the economic weakness next year, so that will lead towards the in recession. So if you even though look at a chart of the dollars and treasury yield charts, so that will also give you the hint that nearly there might be the chances of the recession. So that would have the negative impact on the gold. But if US economy enters a recession or inflation continues to weaken, we can see the rising unemployment rate, making if harder for the interest rates to maintain the hawkish stance. So that would have the huge impact on the gold market also. So one more thing that is helping, that will helps gold market in 2023, that is basically if you will see here, that is the China. So China tops diplomat calls for dialogue cooperation with the US. So basically China is the biggest consumer of the gold, is one of the biggest consumer. I'm not saying the biggest consumer, but one of the biggest consumer of the gold in the on the store, in the stuff of jewelry and all these things. And they have a lot of they try to invest a lot of in the gold market also. China, Russia, I have told you in my many videos that they have the huge impact. So now basically the China, that basically in the last years 2022 to 2021, there but China and the US, they don't have the good they don't have a good relationships, but this time they are going to create a very good and beneficial relationships with each other. So this will also helps that to maintain the gold market towards the hawkish side. I hope so that I have tried to summarize all these things together. I hope so that you will get a lot of knowledge from this video regarding on the behalf of gold side. I have told you my analysis on the behalf of the daily time frame chart as well, and on the behalf of the weekly, and on the behalf of yearly time frame chart as well. So thank you very much. Keep remember me in your prayers. God bless you guys. Take care. Stay blessed. Regards, Suleiman Khaniazi. Take care, guys. Keep watching us.